If there was going to be a comic that I recommend you guys read right now, it is called Girls of the Wilds. It is a Korean comic. I forget specifically what they call them over in Korea. I know they have another name for them that starts with an M. But this one is really awesome. We're almost 200 chapters into this one, and it is a weekly one. And it is really good. I even have to admit that I've never read a Korean comic before. I was even wondering how good it could be. I've never been experienced to Korean comics in the past before. But I started reading this one at work one day on my lunch, and I got into it quite a bit. I really like this one. Basic synopsis is, a lot of you may not have heard of this, is pretty much this young guy, which they all have Korean names, and I have no idea how to say any of them, so I'm not even going to try. But there's this young Korean guy who goes to a school that just went, I'm trying to think of the word. It's now a co-ed school. It was originally an all-girls school. Now males, or men, can apply for the school. And it was pretty much a school full of women athletes or fighters, whether it be boxing, taekwondo, that type of thing. And they were all fighters, and then there's this big tournament where they all fight and everything. And it's kind of a weird story. I didn't even think I'd like it at first, but it seemed really popular. So I decided to give it a chance, and I really have to say, I really like this one. Especially this chapter is really good. The last chapter kind of ended at a point where it was kind of a cliffhanger. This one is kind of doing the same thing, not to a degree, and it was really good. First we have Queen. You get to see her just lose her shit for a minute, and it is awesome. You get to see how much she cares about this guy, and it is awesome. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, if I have my own little crutch in life, it's reading manga and watching anime that have that just a little tiny hint of romance, and I love it. It hits me right here. I love it. I love that little bit of romance. I love me my action and my awesome action scenes, but I do also love me my little tiny bit of romance, and even like full on romance type anime and manga I do really like, but that hint of romance I really like. And this Girls of the Wilds does an excellent job of adding that little touch. You really get to see Queen, just how much she cares for this guy, despite her, not wanting to show it, because she's the biggest badass of the school. She's the person everyone looks at as being the most badass motherfucker at the school. And you get to see her just let loose for a second for a dude. Like, no one else in the school would believe this. No one else would believe it. And you just get to see her let loose, and then the character illustrations in this are amazing. When you get to see her pound on this dude, I believe his name is Jonathan. When you get to see her pound on this dude, you could see like the fury in her face, and she just looks pissed off, and it's awesome. And then you have another character named Dal Dal, or Dal Dal, whatever. I'm going to call her Dal Dal. She has a weird name. They all have weird names. I'm not used to Korean names, but you get to see her come, and she's always there in the nick of time to help this dude out. And what I actually like is that even though the guy, even though he's like a main character, he has his weaknesses. What I really like about this comic is he's growing throughout the whole thing. He started out as a real weakling, and they've been training him to box and stuff like that, and you could see his growth. It's not just going to be a drastic growth where he can whoop everybody's asses, but it's a gradual growth. You could see him growing as a person throughout these almost 200 chapters at this point, and that is awesome. And then, but you get to see her come in, and then Queen and Dao Dao are having this conflict with each other because they both like this guy, and then it's showing that Queen, because it's kind of, the story is a little bit cliched. Queen is, really rich, and then the dude, he's really poor, taking care of his siblings on his own. She's in a different world than he is, and then Dao Dao thinks that she doesn't deserve him because she's up there in rich world, and it's kind of a little cliched when it comes to that. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen that type of thing before, but it all just fits so well within this, and you get to see that she doesn't care. She doesn't care what type of high society bullshit she's living in. She doesn't want to be there. She wants to live a normal life, and to an extent, I think, well, again, like I said, it is a little bit cliched and something we've seen before. It's nice to see that, and it all flows just so well in this comic. It's not being rushed out either. It's a gradual type of thing. Not only are the characters growing, but the story is growing in itself. And just seeing how much within this chapter, especially how close these characters are together. It's not, I feel like they're real people. I don't feel like I'm reading a comic when I see this. I feel like these are real people with real feelings, and that is one of the things I think this comic does the best. I really liked it. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen when Queen gets over there to help them if Dao Dao doesn't finish everything before Queen even gets there, because we all know Dao Dao's one badass motherfucker. It's crazy. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Overall, I'm going to give this chapter I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was a good chapter. Not overall too much happened, but we did get to see some wicked just how much Queen cares for this guy, that she would go against the rules to even beat this shit out of this dude right on the edge of him passing out. He's bleeding. He's freaking conceding after acting like such a douchebag. Overall, really good chapter. 7 out of 10. I really liked it. Can't wait to see more of what's going to happen next chapter when Queen arrives. Like I said, if Dao Dao doesn't finish everything up before Queen gets there. But thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to check out Girls of the Wilds. It is a good one. I promise you guys, you'll probably like this one. And for the most part, a lot of the chapters are pretty short. They seem to vary in length. So for the most part, you could sit down and read a good chunk of them in one sitting. It's overall really good one. I can almost guarantee you by the time you start reading it, you will be hooked. But thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for the love and support on the videos so far. I can't thank you guys enough. And if you guys have any comments on how I could improve this type of thing, let me know. It's gonna be an adjustment process. I got to figure out how I want to talk about this, what I want to do. This one was a little bit easier just because there's more content to go through. And stuff like that. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for the love and support on these videos. If you guys if you guys could subscribe, I would appreciate it very much. Helps out a lot. But thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you all so much for the love and support. Thank you guys so much. I love you all, and I will see you all next time. I am out.